Hello there again. Today, we're talking about Dark and Darker. We're going to play my favorite class. What is that? This can't be good. Jesus! Help me! Aha! Just a prank, bro. You thought it was Wizard. Now, my favorite class now is the Barbarian. Some developments have happened since the recent hotfix. I won't go into all the nit and gritty. It's to do with just the general to and fro balance of trying to balance this game for solos and duos and trios. This game seems to work pretty tight right now in the trio queues. Your overall experience is pretty good for most of the classes, except for the Warlock. Warlock is doable, but it's kind of like a bit of a third wheel in trios. Oh, bro, dude. But in solos, bro, what am I gonna do? Warlock is chef's kiss. In fact, in the right hands, probably too potent. Fuck it. Hey, you got hit by the skeleton though. Before you go, oh, easy, see, Warlock easy. No, but you got hit by the skeleton though, as well. His plan was hit the button. But Warlock is now focused on this video. This video, we're focusing on those sweet pecs, the Barbarian. Now, after playing casters, particularly Wizard in the solo queue, and as the new metas have developed into the solo experience, it appears that there are Barbarians everywhere, and there's a bit of light whinging on the Reddit about it. Now, instead of contributing to the whinging, this game, man. I thought I'd contribute to the problem and play Barbarian and see what the fuss is all about. Now, instead of just trolling everyone as the new flavor of the month, I thought we'd do a bit of a challenge. I would start a fresh Barbarian character and go from rank 1 to however far we can get. Can we get to Pathfinder? Can we get to Voyager Hell? Can we get to Demigod? So I guess the challenge of this video and this 12-hour stream is, can we make it to Demigod in one stream as the Barbarian? It begins. Okay, let's start a new character here. Perfect. Now, I chose the female Barbarian because I like trolling people with the rage soundbite. A choice name. Our journey begins in the first match. No normals, only high roller. I think this match is going to be Omaha Beach. Jesus. Our first game was a clear success, no dramas, just some light looting, XP. We're just trying to grind to level 20 as quick as we can so we get all 4 perks, because PvPing without all 4 perks, it's ass. Going straight in for the Schweihander. As we played, I learned that the go-to weapon for the Barbarian, at least the meta that worked for me, was using the Schweihander. Some people continue to say that the animations are bad, they're terrible, but if you really think about it, it swings head height. And a clear cut left and right, and then a poke. A bit of a pain in the ass for PvP on like tight corners, but other than that, it's pretty dope. Something I had only just noticed after all this time playing the game. Swinging at the boxes takes longer than using the hatchets. If you just throw these bad boys and spam F to pick them up instantly, you're pretty much speed running unboxing. That's a much more faster way of doing it. The more you know. That's the beauty of this. Look at this. Now, with the additional Vega points, aka Constitution in Dungeons & Dragons, you know, health and health regeneration, the Barbarian can sit in the zone and heal faster than the zone damage. So you can camp an extract that hasn't opened yet, like a static portal. I can literally just sit on this exit and just sit there for days twiddling your thumbs. It's actually kind of wait for that to open up. Mega cheese. But I'm not complaining. I'm using it. And we're good. Bang. Disgusting. Disgusting. Funny thing about the OCE server and Pinglock, it is still in the game. Hello? Hello. But there are people slipping through the cracks. Hello? Not everyone RMTs, not everyone teams or cheats. Solo queue or not. But it does keep everyone on edge. There is a lot of PTSD in the OCE community of this game. Mihama? Oh no. Mihama? Ah, Nihama. I will PvP if we need to, but I'm lightly avoiding it. Not completely. Well, some nerd in the chat spams some kind of comment on YouTube saying that all I did this entire 12-hour run was just avoid PvP. Bang! Mamma mia! Alright, I'm just avoiding it until we've got our perks up and we've got gear so we can actually, you know, win a fight on a fair playing field. Right now, we're focusing on portals and looting for that sweet AP. I'll show you the stats as we go along throughout the 12 hours. I'm not kill racing, so we're not going for 100, 200, 300 kills in 12 hours. We're killing where we need to and leveling up as fast as we can. Now, I feel like I played this engagement a little safe. The reason being I hadn't fully leveled up, hadn't got all my perks, and I'm still getting a feel for Barbarian. I used to play it ages ago on Playtest 5, but I didn't want to get BXC'd in the head. These days, I'm a little rusty. You know, you got to develop some sort of muscle memory and synchronize with your class so you can make those sweaty plays. What I was most concerned about here was him popping off some BS with a BOC play with the Warlock Falchion. Unfortunately, he slipped away, so I had to investigate where he ran off to. The fuck? He's dead? Now, there isn't full damage in the game. I don't think he just fell and rolled his ankle and hit his head. It's a case of he was using his Warlock spells, which cost HP to gain HP, and he must have missed one on one of the Death Skulls or something and bled himself out, so, yeah, RIP. Yeah, I think he probably just lost his health from casting. That's what he did. Another day, another dollar in the dungeon. More farming must commence. Particular portal farming. Blue portals give you 10 AP per open, and the red portals give you 30. So if you get like a 3-stack, chef's kiss. Yeah, in roughly 6 games, we're pretty much at green. That's about to happen, and no deaths, and just plotting along. So level 15. We'll take it from there. As you can see here, we've made it to level 15 pretty quickly. This would roughly be a couple hours into the session. As per meme-worthy tradition of every barbarian, I picked Iron Will as one of my perks, so I have crazy magic resistance against casters. And the only real hard counter in the solo experience is a fighter with high physical damage reduction. He went to come over here and then he saw me. Now, at this point in time of the run, I'm running Achilles Strike to, you know, hit people with throwing axes and slow them down and then finish them off. not really keeping the fighter in mind. Once we've got some better gear, we'll use the Reckless Strike skill to penetrate armor, and that all in play. Again, PvP isn't rewarded for the AP points in ranked as much as people would like it. I don't mind it being the way it is. It focuses on less spawn rushing and maximum kill farming, which I think alienates a lot of casual players. As you can see here, very early in our 12-hour level up marathon of Barbarian, we're making moves, business deals. I'm on the phone to South Korea. Hey, Ironmace. Yeah, no, I'm printing gold right now. Gold coins out of my... What do you mean? You're nerfing Wizard again? What, because of the trio lobbies? Hasting Barbarian? Why don't you just nerf casting on teammates instead of... No spells now for solo players? What are they going to use? Harsh language? Ironmace, please. Even though questing shouldn't be the main focus right now because it'll slow me down on AP points and leveling up, I'm still questing where I can to unlock things eventually for this class. So it isn't actually the most maximized and optimized run. Goblin caves. Oh dear God. Sorry guys, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, about that. The Goblin Caves isn't exactly the most optimized experience right now. Gameplay and on the computer frame rate side of things. My God. So, I traded for this bit of juice. Before someone accuses me of getting freebies, seeing it here, first in. Buy that no. I appreciate freebies. We don't do freebies. I got a little thing to say about that, all right? I've done it twice in my whole Dark and Darker streams and content that I've made. The last day of one of the wipes back in early access, I think the first wipe, it was the last day. It's where we did the Pyromancer build. Got loads of people to give me lots of Molotov cocktails and some good armors and stuff to work with. Because the gear, like everyone's gonna be wiped in 12 hours, you know what I mean? So no one's really hurt in the process there. And then one night, during all the RMT issues we had with the Country of Unknown Origins, I got killed back to back by cheating teams, I think 5 times, and I had a little bit of a rage and I said, give me your best kits so we can slay the players in game. I was just enraged, so we were trying to chase down these cheaters and get them the old fashioned way, and I took a few kits on one night. Other than that, I've never really done the viewer kit stuff. Now, I got no hard opinions about other streamers, gamers that do it. Don't care. You know, you vote with your feet, you watch who you want to watch, you play with who you want to play. There's no $50 million competitions in the game. No one's being hurt, all right? So stop harassing people that do it or don't do it, whatever. At the end of the day, you vote with your feet. You watch who you want to watch. Me, I don't do freebies, not because I'm grandstanding about so brilliant that I don't do freebies as a streamer. I just want to play the game as authentically as I can, like you and any other gamer, because I love the game as a gamer first. So sometimes I get some okay deals, sometimes I overpay, neither here or there. But ultimately, I don't really do it. So if you can, boys and girls, please stop tempting me. I need to earn it. I need to pay for it. Because this temptation, it's too much. Anywho, after purchasing this juiced up golden Schweihander with hard-earned gold in the dungeon, we wanted to test out how much damage we'll be doing, particularly with the Reckless Strike, so we can penetrate PDR fighters, physical damage reduction. You know, if they got 70%, it doesn't matter if I'm doing 200 damage a headshot, they're gonna be taking like 20, all right? The damage we're doing with this man, like one tapping crossbow archers in the head, left, right, 2 tapping regular skeletons, it's brilliant. Very quick. As I began to level up, we started finding more juices in the battlefield. This fight, I began to channel my Pyromancer build. Oh geez, that was a good throw. Yes! Thank f he's not like 7,000 PDR. Now, it's a bit of a weird fight. I kind of whiffed and still won. But I also think he whiffed a bit because he kind of plus backed as he was swinging a bit. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think I should have lost that fight. I am not saying the class is OP and need to be nerfed. This is not a hit piece on the Barbarian. For the love of God, if you're in the comments freaking out right now, calm down. Now, I could have snapped this rogue like a twig, at least I think anyway, but I decided to just roleplay a little, just see if it could be friendly. But I don't think he speaks English. Eventually, he became bait for another player, someone I felt like fighting for no reason other than I just got bored. It's just alright, fine. No, fine, I get it. It's fine. I've been there. You got it. You 1v1 him. I've been there, done that. I know that feeling. The fucking guy. I know I could have got some good gear off that guy, or 8 AP, you know, for the kill, because you still technically get XP for a kill, but it's not really worth it. But I don't know. I could hear it in his voice, man. You know what I mean? Like the old third party, like, come on, man. Come on, man. No. Where you get third partied, man. I've said that to people and they didn't stay out of it. Anywho, this isn't the most spicy gameplay footage you're witnessing here. What we're doing is maximizing those AP points, farming all the portals. You wait till the last circle, you secure it, try and kill all the players if you can, and then just cherry pick every single one. 10 here, 10 there, 30 points there. It's free real estate. What do we get? 800? What it gets? Alright. I was just roughly counting it in my head. Getting good at that. We're about halfway through the journey so far, and some random thoughts on the current state of the game with this recent hotfix. I think the game's pretty good in trios, watching other streamers that play in trios, talking to people. There's still some cheating issues here and there. And, you know, it's starting to shape up. The game's sort of feeling pretty good. But in the solo queues, there's still that issue with the hard counter rock paper scissors gameplay that does feel like arse in solos. And I hope they find some way of dealing with it in the future. Like right now, being a caster like a wizard, even though I said in my recent video that wizard is really fun to play again, and it is.
But with the invis, you just genuinely can't try your hardest on wizard for too long, because every single door you open, every single time you loot, every single time you have to sit for spells, all of that could have someone just waiting to invis kill you right there.
As soon as you see a barbarian, it doesn't matter how good you are, how amazing you play, now that they're figuring out all the meta builds, most of the time they just win the engagement. A barbarian will win the engagement by just looking at you and breathing on you. This ranger honestly looks like he's seen things. I could go into so many reasons why. It's mostly to do with the lack of damage and speed. You know what I mean? He's got like the 1,000-yard stare. And that class has everything. If you think about a barbarian, right? A barbarian has the Holy Trinity, and you're only supposed to give 2 of the Holy Trinity: speed, damage, and health. All right? He has all 3. The wizard has none of that now. At the end of the day, who's going to win every engagement? He's been 1v3'd, 1v4'd one too many times in the solo queue. I'm not saying barbarian needs to be nerfed. Maybe other classes need to be brought up in other ways. You see where I'm getting at? Or he's just realized that everyone's playing barbarian. One or the other. Anyway, back to the grind. Farming the XP here off the shrine. Farming the XP over meow, down meow. Farming it down to the last second. All right, we go. There's like an extra, what? That's an extra 90 because they're 30 each. Now, I hope Ironmace finds a solution for this, but in this current hotfix, I'm still crashing every time I go to the Hell Dungeon. So it is a massive gamble, and I did crash here. What you don't see leading up to this footage is me spending 5 minutes trying to reconnect back into the game. Thank the Lord there's a reconnect feature. Alas, I lost a lot of time and the zone was creeping up on me, and I got very lucky here at the start. Time is ticking and I gotta move. No! I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to use this. I wanted it for my quest, but beat the pressure. Come play my game, I'll test ya. One right there up above. Come, asshole. Alright, never mind. Fuck it then. He's coming for me now. No way! You're the fire starter. Twisted fire starter. Now, before anyone turbo nerds, oh, Spuddy, you should have done this or that. Look, the strat with the gate there was I was going to poke the gargoyle, the demon bat, through the gate, but the only weapons I had all wide swinging patterns. I couldn't even like bait it into the poke one because it took too long to go from one end of the corridor to the other, so we had to wing it there and we did all right. Now, a little bit risky, but I waited to the very last second of every circle. Like, I opened up every single portal to try and maximize the AP. Now, all these crazy points isn't just portals. It's killing as much PV as you can, mini bosses included, and opening up all the crazy big chests like Lion's Head, the golden one, to maximize the points. And the portals are just the icing on top. You can get an extra 200 or 300 on top of a run. So it all adds up. That's 6 hours of gameplay, no deaths. Bang. So even if we did die at some point, I could technically say, hey, went straight to Pathfinder, no deaths. You know, that's kind of fucking wild. So there, bang. 0 deaths. Ruins, high roller, 0 deaths. And then this isn't really counting anymore because of that patch. So apparently we're not in crypts even though it ruins. So yeah. So we're pretty far into this 12-hour run now as a meta slave. There's all these different builds with Barbarian that work, but it's still my favorite to use Achilles heel and hatchet people down. It never gets old. There it is. The hammer. The hammer, brother. They call me the Pyromancer, brother. We'll bow just because he's got that high PDR. I wanted to fight it, right? But bear with me. If he didn't push then with the skeletons, I would have still fought it. I was setting myself up for, okay, portal, kill the skeletons. He comes 1v1. If it shits the bed, we bow. But he went full big dick and he's like, I'm coming for that ass. He's got that crazy PDR build. I was playing it a little safe. I agree. But you can't always be certain how much physical damage reduction these guys have. You could 2-tap one of them or have to hit him like 15 times. You just don't know. And I do wish there was some way to give that information to the player, because really good games give you information to make educated plays. And that way you never feel like random things happen. It's like, oh, I did a dumb thing, or they did a smart thing. I didn't use the information correctly. As much as I love this game, and it is a super fun game, there are lots of unfair and random experiences because, hey, who would have thought, huh? 70% damage reduction. Let's just chill, all right? What spot is this? It's just fucking, he's got 70% PDR, man. Like, yes, I'll be hitting crazy damage on him with that, but it's 70% damage reduction, and I've got to hit an all-in play on the reckless attack. So it's kind of like, it's just a stats thing. It is what it is. PDR, physical damage reduction. So if that fails, we lose. Ni hao ma. So ultimately, the current hotfix, this patch, the Barbarian pretty much steamrolls everything except fighters. However, there can be some unpleasant surprises. I got a few more of these, bro. No way! Oh my god! Let's have a look what gear he had. He's got to be like, oh my dude, 1 health. 1 fucking health, dude. This guy has 130 HP. Oh yeah, you're right too. What's he stacking here? Fucking hell. He's got to be gone. No way! Hold on. To all the rogue mains that are saying, all right, rogues are weak. Dude, he just deleted that warlock in a heartbeat. We're not going to be able to see if he wins the next Barbarian. I'm not complaining, by the way. This is not me saying rogue OP. I'm just saying to all those people in the chat that always go, my rogue, it's so weak. It's useless. But yeah, I don't know, man. I got fucking deleted and I had like a crazy kit. 7 hours and 15 minutes. Mr. Big Pooper, 7 hours and 15 minutes. New character, we made it to Pathfinder 2. Alright, let's keep going. Did I say Barb was OP? I just said it's a very different experience from like Wizard. Hell, even Warlock. I learned the smart way to just play and show, not tell. I thought the first 7 hours and 15 minutes was very telling. But it's kind of like even denialists of like atrocities in real life history. It's like, even though 7 hours, 15 minutes, I had some spicy ass gameplay out of this. There'll be one person in the chat that goes, yeah, but you avoided all your fights, even though I killed a whole bunch of players. Like, alright.
You are now one.
What do I do?
With the bullshit.
It is funny though, even though at no point of this 12 hours as a meta slave did I say Barbarian need to be nerfed, there was still the odd random viewer that would come in and say, bro, what do you mean? What do you mean the Barbarian needs to be nerfed? Like putting words in my mouth. I've not said a single thing about Barbarian being nerfed or needed to. Now, as I'm a content creator trying to avoid the bus shelter and performing fellatio on homeless people for sustenance, because we've all got bills to pay, I don't really do the sponsor stuff. I could. I don't chase it. I'm not grandstanding about other content creators, but you guys are the real sponsors. So the more eyes on my stuff, the more passive ad revenue, you know, $5 a month off of YouTube comes my way. But same with Twitch. And I do live stream this gameplay on Twitch. So, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen crazy live editing like this. Like what you're seeing here is me trying to make some super boring gameplay mining ore, super entertaining. That's not edited post. That's not post-production. That's not me making a YouTube video. That's live editing on the stream. Have you ever seen that before, other than maybe one or two other millionaire content creators? But I mean, I'm not ripping on anyone. It's just, I just press buttons like a monkey. You know what I mean? Like live button, transition. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I try and make the live show kind of a bit more engaging and more like a TV show than just a regular live stream. So if you want to gas, you want to laugh, I'm trying my hardest to you know, to entertain you. Do you understand? I'm trying to make you laugh. So follow the channel. Give it a follow. It's the button here or the fucking link or whatever it's called. Just follow the channel. Let's go. No way! Ah, fuck now. Fuck. Oh, he'll have like, once he's got his shield back up, that'll be about 65 or 70. Barbarian literally destroys everyone in this game except a high PDR fighter. That used to be a joke, and I accidentally called them PDR files. That's just like a Freudian slip. He's not a PDR file. He's a physical damage reduction fighter. Yeah. What do you do, eh? So in this footage here, we tried to use the Reckless Strike, which does, I think it's 70% armor piercing on a hit. But if you miss and hit a wall or hit a shield, it negates, like it's gone. Like the cast is gone. And if they hit you, your opponent, while you've got it active, you have like, I think 50% armor reduction on yourself. So it's like a bit of an all-in play, but it's the only thing barbarians have to try and deal with fighters. So you see me back and forth here trying to time the shot, and I whiffed. All right, I hit the shield. I was going for the tip of his head. GG, no re. What do you do? These are the things you have to worry about sweating as a barbarian. Ultimately, the physical damage reduction fighters, it's really, it's the hard counter, you know? Kind of like how a barbarian will just steamroll every wizard now, you know? And yeah, before someone says, oh, you just got to that level through cheesing portals, we did cheese portals. I'm not gonna lie about that. We cheesed it. Everyone's cheesing the portals right now. Like every single MF is cheesing the portals. But I maximize points in other ways too. Like you can see at the end of this run, we opened up all the cages to kill all the skeletons unnecessarily, but necessarily for the AP points. So that's why we're getting some big numbers on these runs. So you get like lots of points for killing dudes like the skeleton champion, you know? Anyway, boys and girls, I think it's time to look at our rank at 12 hours and 20 minutes. Let's see how far we came in the run. We did it in one session, boys and girls. The neophyte down there, all the way to Voyager in one session. Do you reckon that proves Barbarian's broken? I don't know. Is that what you're saying? I just did it because I was tired of getting plus W'd by Barbarians as like a wizard or like a warlock, like casters. So like, all right, these guys are sort of like, they're out there just like playing their own game. See how it is. Look, in the defense of Barbarians, fighters with high physical damage reduction are a menace. That's like your hard counter. Standing in a trap on a ranger, that's the second, you know what I mean? But you have to be a bit of an idiot for that to happen, or unlucky. Thanks for listening to my gags and my random thoughts about the game. I love this game. We're live streaming on Twitch, so finger blast all the buttons, all the usual BS that content creators say, and just follow the channel.